I'm back. Welcome back to Hot Topics Live podcast. Happy New Year. I want to wish you the most amazing new year and all the success in the world. And I hope you just have your best year ever. And we're going to do that on Hot Topics Live podcast. Thank you so much for watching and joining and sharing and liking and coming back and seeing more episodes. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So, thank you for all the support. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm so happy to be back in 2025, right? So here is to you. Happy New Year. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I have an amazing guest for you today. Her name is Kate Unger. She is incredible. And hold on, let me tell you all the amazing things that she does. Right? Okay, let's get it. So Kate, not only did I have the privilege of being her coach at London Real Academy and helping her create an incredible podcast, let me tell you everything she's been doing before she started her podcast. And this woman is so incredible. She does the most. And if you want to know what we're talking about today, we are going to talk about something that can help you heal and help you combat symptoms of aging, especially whether you're male or female and going through midlife, you're 40, 35, above 50, 60. This episode is for you. And I'm obsessed with everything anti-aging. And I tell myself in the mirror every single day that I age backwards. And this woman is doing it. So let me tell you all about Miss Kate Unger, okay? She has over 25 years of experience in the health, beauty, and wellness industries. Kate is a multi-talented image and health lifestyle coach, healer, vocalist, speaker, Marilyn Monroe Impersonator, y'all. Come on, I'm living. And she's an author. She began her journey by attending Source Point Shiatsu School in Vancouver, British Columbia, graduating in 1997, and has since had the honor of helping people around the globe achieve greater well-being. Okay, so alongside her wellness practice now, she was pursuing her passion for music and the arts, performing on stage and in film. Her unique talents as Marilyn Monroe, as an impersonator for Marilyn Monroe, adds a playful and versatile dimension to her creative endeavors. So let's just go over everything about Kate so you know that she knows what she's talking about. She is a healthy lifestyle expert, a healthy hormone guide, a self-love coach, a vocalist, girl can sing, she has pipes, okay, a speaker, an author, and the host and creator of the podcast, Living Your Juiciest Life Ever podcast. Oh my God. Also she's an entrepreneur, times a million. So everything that we cover in this podcast, I think she has a hand in. We talk about all the different topics. Okay. So before I bring her out, because I know you're excited to hear what this thing is that's going to help you age better or age backwards, right? Before we find that out, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this episode. I want to thank the support of Eris Health. I'm so grateful to my friend Kelly, who has created this organization that aims to help people with their mental health. Now, what she's doing is creating an app that is going to just revolutionize the mental health app industry. And it's being created right now. So you can't sign up. I know you'll want to because it's going to be amazing, right? But you can't sign up yet. What you can do is you can go over to Instagram and you can support Eris Health, okay, at Eris Health on Instagram. Tell her Kia sent you, send her a message and let her know. But she's going to be building this out and it's going to launch, and I'll keep you up to date. But she's supporting this episode. She supports many of my episodes by being a sponsor. And I'm so grateful to her. And I love what she's doing. And I can't wait to see how many people she can help. So, with that said, let's bring on my beautiful, amazing, successful, and talented guest.
Thank you, Kia. I think I'm blushing.
Welcome back to Hot Topics Live podcast. It's been a while since we had you, but I'm so glad to see you again.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's a very, very exciting times that we're living in these days with all the cool health things that are coming out to help us in our youthful aging.
I agree. I mean, I think that every day we get is a blessing. I'm sure you agree. And, but we want to live our best lives possible. And I have to tell you, a couple of years ago, I actually had no idea what perimenopause was until it started happening to me. And I'm like, why are the older ladies, the big sisters, gatekeeping? But seriously, why aren't the doctors, why aren't they telling us this stuff way earlier? How did I get to be in my early 40s and not know what that was and what my body would be going through and what I would be experiencing? Mm-hmm. And so I love these kind of episodes because I feel like there's so many people who don't really have a lot of information about the changes that they're going to start going through, even starting as young as 30, with their skin, with their body, with their bone structure, with their muscle mass, like with the way they feel and their energy levels and their hormones. So I could not wait to get you on here as a hormone guide so that we could find out everything we need to know as we're, going through these changes. Yeah,
absolutely.
So my first question for you is, what inspired you to want to go into this field of like understanding hormones and be able to guide people through this process?
Aging. I'd have to say that. And not so it's a great question in the sense that it really covers a lot of ground. I was already involved with doing bioidentical hormone therapy 20 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
And so I was going through perimenopause at about that time. And I was wondering what in heaven's name is going on with me. And where I felt really impacted, besides the bleeding and the blood clotting and those things, not everybody experiences that, but horrible periods, worse than they'd ever been in my life. And so through my life, I actually did have hormone imbalances, but nobody told me it was unusual or different or that it was hormones. But I did, because I studied health, I did have some knowledge as far as the hormones were concerned. And so when I went through perimenopause, the biggest thing that said, where I just put my hands up and I said, I'm going to go talk to somebody other than my doctor because they don't know. And so I went for bioidentical hormone replacement because I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, who is that psycho woman that's staring me back in the mirror? It was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It was crazy. So that kind of began my journey then. And I did them for a period of time, and then I weaned myself off because I never believed, first of all, I didn't, even though it's called bioidentical hormones, it's not natural. And it's coming from the outside and replacing what they think you're missing on the inside. And whenever we take anything, so that includes thyroid medication, and of course it includes all of the hormones, but if they measure you and that says, oh, your estrogen's low, and they give you estrogen, that's coming from the outside, and it's telling your glands that they don't need to do the work. They don't source to figure out where that's coming from. They just go, here you go. Oh, and here's some progesterone because we know this and we know that. And so there's a dance that's going on inside that you have no idea. You feel better. That's kind of what you know for a period of time, but you don't know what the long-term impact is. And I knew that I didn't know what, but I could feel it intuitively, that it was something I only wanted to do for a period of time. And then I weaned myself off and I was testing every day. Am I still crazy? And no, I kind of got my mind back after that period of time passed. And and then I was reintroduced recently by invitation to connect with a hormone health company. I don't even think I knew that they were hormone health, but it was because I'm living in Mexico and this company was, excuse me, planning on opening in Mexico. And I got this information and I went, well, there's no harm in me listening.
You froze for me. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, you froze for me. Sorry, go on. Oh, no, just pick up where you left off. I didn't hear you, but I'm pretty sure the audience did. And we're live. We just roll with it. So thank you. Yeah. So, Kate, we lost your sound, love. I just checked too. And Phil, thank you so much, Phil, has informed me that he can't hear you either. So bear with us. Let's figure out her sound and we'll get her back up and running. So while you do that, I'm going to say that I think it's so incredible the work that this company is doing with wellness. So I had an opportunity to meet with Kate and talk to her about this sort of human growth hormone treatment that she's talking about. And I found it really, really interesting because of everything that we're going through in midlife. Like for men, it's completely different from women, obviously. But you feel the changes too. You feel like more tired and you feel, like maybe your testosterone levels aren't the same. And there's all sorts of other issues that affect men as well as they affect as women go through perimenopause and we start almost the same kind of stuff, like our estrogen level goes down, which is why she was taking bioidentical hormones, right? And feeling like a crazy person. And believe me, I have felt like that. I did not know what was happening to me Okay. Like, I just was like, why am I waking up sweaty? Like, why am I so cranky and I want to kill everybody all the time? I mean, I want to unalive everybody all the time, right? So you start going through these things. I already don't have a lot of energy because I live with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue since my military days. But the thing that I discovered was like, even going through getting to this stage, I had even less energy. There was like just it was almost like impossible to live every day. Just waking up feeling so exhausted, waking up the hot flashes when those started, that was like unbelievable for me. I didn't understand how you could go from feeling like a normal human being to being ablaze, like completely and totally on fire, right? And I just didn't understand what was happening. And I could not believe that I had never heard anyone talking about it. And so I felt like completely alone. Now, these days, there are so many podcasts and so much information out there about this topic. And it's really, really great and amazing. But I don't think that I've heard anyone really talking about it the way Kate just did. Like, for example, when she was like, my concern with the bioidentical hormones was that my body would stop functioning properly because there was no real study on what was actually happening in my body. Right. And I think medicine really is lacking in a lot of ways. We can all agree, Western medicine. And so I definitely recommend to everyone to try holistic approaches. I often do podcast episodes on cutting edge treatments and alternative therapies, and this is one. So let me check in with Kate and see if we've got her sound back, and hopefully we can keep going. Hi. No, I don't hear you. I don't hear you. I don't hear you still. Okay. So why don't we do this? I will have you maybe leave the studio and come back in, and then we'll start again. We'll see, and we'll see if we can still hear you when you come back in. So I'll see you in a second. So okay. So hopefully you can hear me just fine. So this is the point of this episode, is because a lot of times we're going through things as men or as women, and we don't really understand at this time of life, once you get past like 30 and things start sort of changing so rapidly and going downhill, and you don't have the energy you had, and you're starting to age. And especially once you get past 35, I see it because I'm dating. You guys know I do that dating after divorce series, right? And I'm dating, I'm out here doing it, and I meet a lot of different people. I date men, so I meet men. And I notice, right? I tend to date younger, by the way. And I notice that for men, okay, here's real tea. I notice that for men, you start to really age, like aesthetically, um, around 38. And then once you hit 43, I think I've said this before on the podcast, but once you hit 43, like if you don't stay on top of your game, like going to the gym, like taking care of yourself, that is probably where these changes start really affecting you. And I notice a lot of men sort of start letting themselves go, especially if they're married at that age. And so I think it's important for all of us to recognize that we have to make our health and wellness a priority as we're getting older. It's just so incredibly important for that. And so I love what she's doing, with Kate's doing with the human growth hormone, because I want her to tell you, so I don't want to get into it too much, but like the possibilities of what it can do inside your own body and have your body working properly is just incredible. So Kate is back. Let's see if we've got sound. No, I don't hear you. Hopefully it's not just me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check myself too and see if I can hear you on my phone. Because that's happened before. Totally. I had a guest and I couldn't hear her, but everyone else could. So it was really crazy. And if we have to end the stream and come back, we can do that too. I have no problem with that. So, oh, she's disconnected. Okay. So, yeah. So, where was I? Anyway, so we need to really be focused on our health and our well-being from the time we're 30 going forward. And if you're in midlife now, you know how you feel. It sucks. Okay. Most of the time, like a lot of the time, it sucks. Yeah. Thank you, Phil. I think so. She's trying to fix it right now. So good. You hear me. Okay. That's good. All right. So she's trying to fix it. She'll come back hopefully soon. So it sucks getting older in a lot of regards. I mean, obviously it's amazing because you get another day and you get to age, which is a lot of people don't. I mean, I've definitely lost friends. I was in the military. I've lost friends as I got older, and it's a blessing to get older. Obviously, I say that all the time, but like, the changes that are happening in your body, to your skin, to your bone structure, a lot of times people, it's really hard to deal with. Right. And I mean, I think physically it's really difficult as well. So definitely I think going through these changes are really hard. And if we can find things that can help us to, mitigate some of the issues, some of the things that we feel, and make us feel better on a daily basis, then I think that's really, really important. Right. And so we should be open to trying different things that can help us to feel better. Right. I mean, I have tried lots of holistic things to feel better, definitely from the perimenopause. And I know that a lot of the guys that I meet, they are talking about like having problems with, they're lowering testosterone, they're starting to take testosterone and things like that, which is really important. And I think, being open to trying all of these different strategies and techniques and therapies that can help us to feel better, because that's what it's really all about, right? In 2025, we're trying to live our best life. We're trying to feel our best. We're trying to look our best. We're trying to age backwards, right? And you can do it as a man, you can do it as a woman. Okay, the first thing is getting your mind right and knowing that you can do it and believing you can do it. And then when someone like Kate has something amazing that can help you do it, then you just have an open mind and listen to it. And if it's something you want to try, definitely give it a try. So let's see how we're doing. Hi. Oh, you froze. Yeah, you froze. I think we're having a Wi-Fi issue maybe. So this is what I'm going to do, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to wrap this up, but I'm going to come right back. Okay. Kate wants to reschedule. So we're going to reschedule. So, and what I'm going to do is I am actually going to wrap this show early. Okay. But not before I do what I normally do before I wrap up my shows. Okay. But before I do that, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Live is live, right? Sometimes we have technical difficulties. She's in Mexico right now. We don't know like what the Wi-Fi situation is. but we know that it's not working for our live stream. So I want to share with you more information about Kate and what she is offering. So please go and follow her. I will do another live stream regarding this topic. You know that we are talking about human growth hormone, and I really wanted you to hear all the wonderful things that it can do to improve your quality of life. So we're going to come back. We're going to do that, but you have a clue. This is something that can help you. And if you want to know about this particular therapy directly from Kate, then just go and hit her up on Instagram. It's in my description of this episode. It's here. And while you're doing that, if you want to know, like, get a vibe on Kate, you can go listen to her podcast, Living Your Juiciest Life podcast as well. And we can go from there. So you can find out like how amazing she is and how she actually helps you as you're getting older to continue to live your juiciest life. And you know that's so aligned with Hot Topics Live podcast because we're always talking about how to live your best life. And that's what my guests do. They come on here with like their stories and their insights and their skills, and they share it with you so that you can live your best life possible. And I just want to always remind you that you are amazing and you deserve it. You deserve to be living your best life possible. So I will come live again probably tomorrow with an episode of Dating After Divorce. I have tea to spill, okay? And lessons I've learned. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So set your notifications so you know when I come live, because half the time I don't even know when I'm coming live. I just do. I just keep doing it. So set your notifications. That way, you'll also know when Kate is going to come back on, and she's going to be telling us all about what she's doing and how she can help us to age backwards like she is. You don't know this, and because you can't hear her, she can't like really corroborate this story. But right before I came live with her, we were talking about aging backwards, and she has informed me that she has aged backwards 4 years by taking this product. 4 years. I mean, I'm in. Like what? so I think first you have to believe you can do it, and then take that stuff and see for yourself. But definitely, I'm about that life, and I think both men and women do care about this stuff. You know, aging affects us both, albeit differently. Sometimes similarly, but differently. And I think we all want to like just feel vibrant and alive and just keep having fun as we get older. At least I do. I want to feel vibrant and alive and keep having fun as I'm getting older. So I really appreciate you guys. If you want to hear more from me, follow me on these places, right? And I'm going to just wrap up this episode, I think. Kate, I'm going to put you back in the green room so I can close up the show, and I will meet you there. And then we'll discuss when you can come back. And like I said, set your notifications so you know when I am live so that you'll see when Kate is coming back, and we're going to finish out this episode, I think. So I'm going to put you in the green room, and I'll talk to you in just a minute. Hopefully I can hear her when I go into the green room once I wrap up this live. Okay, so you know, if you've been watching Hot Topics Live podcast and you've been following this journey I've been on, that this is the part of the show that I do something really special for you, okay? And we're going to play a little card game. We're going to play a little card game. These cards are called the Soul Truth Self-Awareness Card Deck by Brianne Hovey. I love them because they have such great messages that can give you guidance on your journey. And I don't pick it. Like, I like randoms. I like it to be really, really random. So I like to mix them up and let them fly out, sort of shuffle them, I guess you call it. And okay, so what I need you to do is I would need you to connect to your higher power, whatever that is for you. It's God, Allah, Buddha, source, the universe. I don't know. This is a place of love where everyone is accepted. So connect to your higher self. I don't know, but like this message is for you. And I want you to take a really deep breath for me and just center yourself and connect, right? Connect to your energy, the energy of your higher power. And I am going to get one of these cards for you, and it's going to be a very special message for you. Okay, let's see. Usually they seem to like align with the message of the show, but we didn't get very far today. So let's see. Taking a long time. They usually come out. But oh, there you go. Okay, so it flew on the floor. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I think you're getting dragged, to be honest with you. I don't know. You guys, I just got my hair done and it is all over the place. It's just like these curls are, I felt like the curls were a little bit much and I tried to tame them down, but this is what's happening. All right. Anyway, on whom am I placing blame right now? That's the card. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. That is a quote from Unknown. Today's soul action. Take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. That is your message. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're going to have an amazing new year. And also, don't forget to follow my pinup journey. If you like pretty pictures and you like pinup, then these are my 2 covers so far, but I am in 7 magazines now. The Social Pin magazine, at Retro Lovely magazine, and you can find those on MagCloud, or you can go to my Instagram and you can at Creativity, and you can find links there. So definitely check that out if you're into it. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so sorry that we couldn't deliver the entire episode, but we will be back, I promise. And tomorrow I'll be back too. So come and see me then. Just set your notifications, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.